have two wonderful special guests that are going to be interviewing me actually. And amazing people. And I hope they're able to get on board on time. And we have a wonderful show together today. So it's good to welcome you all to today's show. As you're joining us, I'd like to know you, your name, and where you're joining us from. Okay, your name and what part of the world are you joining us from? Okay, and invite everyone for today's interview. I promise you it's going to be one of those, live, very fun, very exciting event. Damire Realtor, how are you, Damire? Good to see you. Thank you for joining. Victor from Abuja, welcome. So, guys, your name and where you're joining us from. Okay, and we're going to be having a fantastic conversation today. I will be the one to be interviewed, but I'm going to be adding my guest very shortly. You don't want to miss my guest. You'll be shocked who my guests are actually. Friday, Mary, joining from Nigeria. Where in Nigeria, Friday? Again, tell us your name, where you're joining from. Like I said, invite as many people as possible to be part of today's interview. We're going to be having a great time. Really a wonderful time. Who else? Dami from Lagos. Thank you for Dami. Welcome, Dami. Nimi Ayorinde from Oshogbo. Jimmy from United States. What city in the US? Jimmy, what city are you joining us from? If my guest is here, kindly send me an invite. Kindly send me an invite. Pastor David, where's my guest? Also, kindly tell Martha to join so that I can bring Martha up too. So we have 4 guests. So I have 2 main guests. Martha also work with GTEx. So let Martha join with GTEx Land handle. Let her join with GTEx Land handle. And let's have her here. Okay, Jumi is joining from New Jersey in the US. Welcome, Jumi. Welcome. If my guest is here, kindly send me a request so I can pull you up. Remember, tell me your name and the city you're joining from, guys. Your name and the city you are joining us from. I see a lot of you gradually joining. So your name and your city. Let me see. Is my guest here? Okay. So, Mr. David, if you're here, tell Martha to join with the GTEx land handle.
We're live. No noise, please.
Hey, guys, I told you it's a surprise guest, and you are getting 2 instead of 1. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Mark Angel and Emmanuel.
Good evening, doctor.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Mark Angel. Good evening, Manuela. How are you today?
We're very fine.
So we're not seeing you.
We're not seeing the screen. We're not seeing your own screen.
We can see you, and I'm sure everyone can see me. Maybe it's your network, and that's
Okay, yeah,
unfortunate.
maybe our network.
Do you want to reverse the screen and then reverse it back, and let's see whether it works?
Okay,
or do you want?
Okay, let me disconnect and join back and see whether
disconnect,
it's here.
join back, but make sure you send a request. So
Yeah. Let me send the request.
Yeah. Okay, guys. So we have Emanuela, we have Mark Angel joining us today. So I hope you guys are ready. If you are ready for them, type I'm ready, I'm ready. Come on, guys. Are you ready for them? If you're ready for them, type I'm ready, I'm ready. So you can only have only me and my company can do this. I hope you know that we're gonna bring the two of them for you guys. Okay, welcome back. Can you see me now?
No, we cannot see you. But then we'll look for another device to use and be watching you. Bring a device.
This
Bring a
is.
device.
But did you
We'll
follow
make it work.
my? Did you guys follow my
Yeah.
handle?
We'll follow
Because
your page. Yes. Yes.
so I'm shocked. I'm shocked that is happening. But
Use
that's
that
fine. I'm sure you
now.
can
Are you watching it
join.
now?
So guys, as you are joining, tell us your name and what city of the
We use that
world you're
to join
joining from. Okay, guys. So as you're joining us, tell us your name and
you.
what city of the world. Your
Wait.
name and the city of the world you're joining from.
Get to your name.
Okay, I'm sure you can see
Okay.
now, right?
Yeah. So just keep it here.
Okay, and you can see the comments.
Sorry.
We have a lot of your followers from all over the world who are
Oh,
giving you compliments and saying some good
all right.
things about you guys.
Thank you everyone for joining.
Thank you everyone for joining.
Thank you, Marco and sorry. Thank you, Chris. Chris. Thank you, Eba. Confidence. Thank you, Blaze. Thank you, Peter. Peter Relis, Dr. Amix KB, Chris Automobiles. Thank you. Opinion Money. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you everyone for joining.
Thanks for joining.
People joining from Texas, the people joining from the UK, people joining from Nigeria and other parts of Africa. Thank you. Thank you so much for joining. Doctor, I hope you can still see us.
Yeah, I can see you guys perfectly.
Oh,
Everything
okay.
is good, yes.
So,
You guys are the
Doctor,
ones
we have
interviewing me,
yes,
so I'm here.
yes.
I'm
We told you now. Thank you want to
here.
interview you. I have a couple of questions that we have even written out that I want to ask you when we come live with you.
Okay, I'm ready.
All right. Okay, first of all, let's start from introduction. Please tell us, introduce yourself properly to us so that we'll get to know who Dr. Stephen is.
Okay, my name is Stephen Akintayo. I'm a serial entrepreneur. We started a company called GTEX Holdings about 15 years ago. We registered it. We started as a digital marketing firm. Today we are into real estate, agriculture, e-commerce, logistics, and we're present in Africa, Dubai, UK, and US. I've authored about over 40 books. So I have a lot of great book. I do a lot of public speaking, inspiring people, teaching people about different topics. Entrepreneurship is one of the core. I have a vision of raising 1 million millionaires before I leave this earth. Yeah, so I'm passionate about because I've been through a lot of poverty. So I'm passionate about teaching people how they can make money legitimately. I'm also the founder of Stimacare Foundation. We have sent over 10,000 kids to school that will pay their tuition in the last 15 years. We also give out grants of $5,000 to small businesses. So every month we pick businesses that we support. So that's in short where I am.
Oh, well, it's interesting. I must say that I follow you, and you're a great. You recently received an award from Forbes. Yeah, I want to know. Tell us about the recognition from Forbes.
Well, it was called Forbes Best of Africa investment coach and real estate mogul. I'm humbled about it. Myself, some other Nigerians, one of them was Pastor Paul Adefarasi. He got the category for charity. I think I'm the youngest to get the award. I'm humbled. I mean, it's encouraged me to do more. But it's also very humbling because if you know my background, born in northern part of Nigeria from a very poor family, to now getting to a point where Forbes is acknowledging one, and it was the event of. There were two versions. We were awarded in the London version. There was also another New York version of the event. I was invited as well. So it's humbling, but we thank God. We give God all the glory. And I've always said the award goes to all those who work in our company, their dedication, their passion. Of course, the award goes to God and my family. But it's a humbling one, and we'll give God the glory.
No. Congratulations, I must say. Congrats.
Thank you very much. I appreciate
Now,
it.
we understand that you launched one of your estates in Port Harcourt. Can you tell us about that? Can you enlighten us?
You understand that I launched. You were there, so I don't understand. You and Emanuela were there.
Oh yeah. So I want you to put it in context. Yeah. So I know. Okay. You know what? Let me not ask that because I know I was there, and I witnessed it. Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, but
I witnessed it.
yes, I can say what the estate is about. It's close to the airport, and it was awesome having you and Emanuela there. You guys added value to the day. And everybody say Manuela is now big girl. So yes, we had the big girl Emanuela at the launch of the new estate in Port Harcourt on Saturday. So he's a latest baby. It's close to the airport. Our goal is to build a massive estate. We're going to be having a golf course. We're going to be having shopping mall. And those who know our model, we're building green and smart homes. So renewable energy, we're recycling our waste. And it was really a wonderful, wonderful event, and you guys were there to add value to it. But it was great, and we're hoping people in Port Harcourt, you will take advantage now that GTEX Homes is live in Port Harcourt. And we're a game changer when it comes to real estate. Somebody once sent a message to me, said, you guys are the Rolls Royce of selling land, or of land sales, right? And I agree absolutely.
Oh, all right. So I want to ask one question. Yeah. When you hear GTEC, GTEX homes, is it the same GTEX home that's in Texas right now? And the state of Georgia, you have properties there. Is it the same GTEC?
Absolutely, it's the same GTEC. So, and I think sometimes people wonder because we're actually the first Nigerian indigenous real estate company to start from Nigeria and then now selling properties in Dubai, selling properties in the UK, selling properties in the US. We currently have 20 units of 3-bedroom townhouse we're selling in state of Georgia. I think Ellen Paul, you should know Ellen Paul. She was the one that we did a open house, and she was with us during the open house in Georgia. We just acquired another 40 acres in Houston, Katy, and I'm very sure you guys will join us. I'm sure we'll bring Emanuela and Mackenzie for that. The same way we brought you for Port Harcourt. Are you interested, Emanuela, to come to Houston?
I mean,
What are you
it's
telling her? What are you telling
well,
her?
like saying it. So you used to like this estate, that estate in state of Georgia. You own it and then you're selling in state of Georgia.
Yeah.
I want to ask a question, please.
Please go ahead.
You talked about land banking.
Yeah.
Please, can you
Yeah.
expatiate? Like, can you talk more? I want to.
Okay, beautiful question, Emanuela. So land banking is called the process of land aggregation for the purpose of investment or development. So that's the basic definition. So in layman time, is a model of investment where you will be buying plenty land, you will leave it for a while, and then when the value has gone up, you will now sell it and make good profit. So you understand. So I'll give you an example, and there's so many stories like that. So if you know Ikeja, I'm sure most of you know Ikeja. Do you know Okpebi in Ikeja? Okpebi?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
So in the 70s, are you aware that Okpebi used to sell for 1,000 naira? 1,000 Nigerian naira. 1,000. In
Eh?
the 70s, yes, a plot of land.
Chineke.
1,000 naira. And some
Ah,
people they bought when it was 1,000 naira. Today now, per B to even buy a plot of land, you're looking at 400 million, 500 million, 300 million, So that's called land banking. So some people bought the land when it was that cheap. They kept it for a while. When the value has gone up, they sell it. So that's the concept of land banking. It's one of the most effective way to make money in generally in life. One of the estates, for example, that I own, I remember we started at 500,000 naira 8 years ago, and currently is now going for 15 million naira from 500,000.
that's
you
nice.
know
And please, so
so
how much
yes,
does the person need like to make that possible?
someone is what.
How much does somebody need? Like, what's the minimum capital to, venture into land
Yes.
banking?
Well, it depends on how you're doing it and who you're doing it with. For example, people can go buy land from Omonile or family members. We know there are issues mostly with such. You've seen people go through crisis in those kind of model. But it could be cheaper if you're doing that model, but sometimes it's not guaranteed because you can have 5, 10 people that they sold the same land to, and it becomes a problem. um, you could also buy from real estate developers like us, because we are doing in bulk. So we're buying like the one in Port Harcourt. The phase one is 350 plots, and we're hoping to get up to 1,000 or more in that place. Now, because we are doing in bulk, we have built a system around handling all those issues. Right? So you that are just buying one plot or two plots, is a lot safer to buy under companies like ours, because you now have a lot of peace of mind. It may be a bit more expensive compared to buying it directly from family, but you have a lot of peace of mind and you get value. And another advantage of dealing with development company like ours is that we'll fence the estate round, like the one you came for. From next week they will start fence work. We'll put security people there. You saw a lot of security men, even local vigilante. And they will help in making sure that even if it's 20 years later you come back, your land is there, it's been protected for you. And that's the kind of model we advise you do. Because if you then go directly to family or monile, land issues is always troublesome anywhere in Africa. In fact, I was having a conversation with someone about buying land in Ghana. We're supposed to start an estate in Ghana. The man said, "Don't dare it." He's a Nigerian. He said, was not telling me, one of his friends, she had invested over $1 million. It became problem, just similar to the way we see it in Nigeria. So land can be issues, but the best move is to buy from a developed company, and a development company, and you work with them, and that way you are protected from all the issues. But do it with a credible one. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And when you say security, security, Nigerians, you have problem with all this.
Yeah,
Security.
yeah. That's the reason why you should buy from GTS, because then they have already, from what doctor said, they have already secured that land. You know how you have land grabbers in the country. You know, sometimes you go to buy land, and it has happened to me. You go to buy land, and someone else starts dragging, and they have bought it, and that's my land. But now that you have cheaters, you know, buy the land and secure the land, you just go to cheaters. After all, the cheaters say it's not your land, you go and hold cheaters. All right. So, the housing project in Port Harcourt, can you tell us about the housing project in Port Harcourt?
Well,
Or generally, tell us about your housing project. But I know that the housing that GTES provide is like it's always top notch. GTES is always all the projects I've seen. GTES is always providing, for example, providing the power. Whatever estate you live in that is provided by GTES, the power is off the main grid, so there's always 24 hours power. Tell us about it. And then the green and the recycling system that you have, because I see that you recycle a lot. GTES recycles a lot. Tell us about it.
well, beautiful. So our model when it comes to real estate is that we do something called green and smart home. So for a green and smart home, it means that we will be generating our own electricity. So we use solar and wind, and in some cases we use hydro. We try not to connect with national grid. We also recycle, so we have sewage system. All the excretors, sorry, I'm mentioning excreta if you are eating. It will be recycled and it will generate gas, and that gas will be used to cook in the houses. You know, we're in the days where everybody's looking for renewable energy, sustainable living. So we are the first to pioneer green and smart home. In fact, the project we are starting in Houston is likely to end up becoming the largest green and smart home estate in America as well. So the smartness means that you can use your phone to put on the light, put off the lights, to engage, to do, even if you are not in the house and you forgot to put off the AC and it's eating, you can just carry your phone, even though you are in another country. Go to the app, right, and switch the lights in your house. And the thing that's the meaning of the smart part of the housing. So we're the first to start that model. So two things we pioneered is doing what we call luxury service land banking model for those buying land, where you're buying a land where we'll do tar the road to the front of your house. We'll bring electricity to the front of your land. We'll bring all this infrastructure if you are buying land from us. And you can keep the land for many years and resell it if you want to when the value has gone up. While for our housing, we're also pioneering the green and smart home, where it's not just any type of house. It's a house that is smart, artificial intelligence. You can talk to and say, Siri, put off the light. Siri, put on the light, and demonstrate all those kind of things with your house. So it's been a fantastic experience. It's not easy to do. It's more expensive to build, but we're the first to begin to pioneer such. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I can understand the capital intensity of building smart homes.
Mm.
Now, but if individuals don't want to buy a house, if an individual doesn't want to buy a house and the person doesn't want to buy like a land, what other opportunities in investing in real estate are available, especially with GTES?
Well, so we have an investment program called GVEST, GVEST, and it runs through. It's a digital cooperative which you can download. We're the first, again, in business. One of the things I tell people, you don't need to reinvent the wheel, but you need to be innovative. Add something to what already exists. So when we started real estate, yeah, you can find a smart home. Sometimes you can find a green home, but you won't find anybody that combined the two. We're the first to begin to do that. So the same thing we did when it came to investment, we said we can do something called fractional real estate investment. So we're the first to then start that model of, we're doing a fractional real estate investment, via a cooperative model, and then using a mobile app. So now you can go to Apple Store or Android, download the GVest app, and right away you can immediately, begin to do fractional investment. What do you mean? Now, you as an individual may not be able to afford, as an individual, a house of, let's say, 100 million naira. But you see, 10 of you can come together, everybody bring 10 million, right? And you are able to then get that house gotten. And what have we then do after that? You then share the rent that is coming from the tenants, right? So that's a model we've done. We also have an opportunity for people where they are able to decide to invest and they get returns every year. So we go use the money to buy more land or build more houses, and then they get reasonable returns. Now, I must warn you, the return is not those Ponzi scheme kind of return. No. It's a reasonable one that is realistic, because you see people tell you, oh, I want to be getting returns every month. It's difficult for anybody who is really using your money to do real estate, right? To actually be able to give you returns every month, because they need to use that money to do work over a year and then later start giving you returns. Okay, so that's a big model that people can partner with us on. Somebody is saying that I should talk about Jasper Estate. We have Jasper Estate is one of our brands. We have Jasper Estate Lagos, Jasper Estate Abuja, and it's one of our flagship brands that we have. We have Jasper Estate Sherry. It's one of our fantastic estates that people can take advantage of as well. We have over 30 estates in Nigeria alone. It's amazing that you guys have a lot of international followers, from different. I think somebody was saying that you people probably have more Indians watching you guys than even Nigerians. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Okay, so if somebody is interested in investing, especially say that somebody wants to invest in GVest, and somebody wants to buy a house, somebody wants to get involved. What's the means of reaching you or getting? What's the process of engagement?
Well, for they just need to, first of all, they can go to our mobile app and and download the GVest app. And once they download, they create an account on the app, and that's just automatically um, help them to start that process. Another thing they could do as well is to call our team, call our office, and we have a lot of amazing professionals who would deal with them and help them, through. I'm typing in some of our official numbers now that they can call, and the good news is our customer service work 247, so they can call, for example, 234-8188-111-999, and that particular number operate 247, so 12 a.m. Nigerian time or whatever time, you will get somebody to talk to on that number. They can also email info@gtexhomes.com or info@gtexland.com. They could also call or WhatsApp plus 234-81-800-00618 or plus 234-81-800-08119. So I'm typing some of those numbers. Yes, I've just pinned it. So you can reach out to the team. We have an amazing team that are available to work with you and work with you. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. I see the number and email information has been pinged. So, guys, if you want to invest in land, if you want to do bank landing and land banking, these are the
banking.
numbers
Yeah.
to call. I myself, of course, you know that I invest in land a lot, and GTET is the most trusted land vendor and real estate investment company to trust. You know, some people have lost their money in real estate, and I say people should make research. Sometimes you make research first before you invest your money in real estate, because there are so many other people out there that are fakes with a lot of fake systems, you know. So,
Mm-hmm.
guys, if you want to invest, real estate is the best way. Real estate is the safest way to save and what do you call it? Um, Increase your money. What's the term? Real estate is the safest business to invest in.
Yeah.
And some people say that they will invest in crypto and crypto will give them triple their money. I tell you, real estate will give you sometimes real estate will give you 100 times of your money, and it is still safe. Like crypto is volatile. There's no business as safe as real estate. So, guys, this is an opportunity for you. If you know you don't want to buy a full house, you can bank a land. You can just buy a land and then bank it, leave it for 2 years, and then the value will increase. You want to sell, you sell. You want to build a house on it and sell, better, you build your house on it and sell. Call the numbers right now and start, making this money. There's a lot of money to be made here. Your own part of the money is waiting for you. All you need to do right now is to call the numbers on your screen or send a mail to info@gtexhomes.com. Doctor,
You can
Dr.
also
Philip, do you
send a
have any other
DM.
thing you okay
You,
now,
you
Dr. Philip, please.
yeah.
Let's go again. Some people say they don't know the name of the app. The name of the app is GVest.
GVest
GVest.
app. GVEXT. Or you can
ST.
just send us a DM. My assistants are on standby. They will just attend to you. Whatever question, just send a DM to this same Instagram handle. Our team are ready to just talk to you. Thank you. I could see a lot of people posting GTEX is a reputable company. Thank you
All
for
right.
all that
Thank you so much. Thank
compliments.
you so much, Dr. Philip. Do you have any other thing? Every time you talk, every time I watch your speech, I always learn one thing. And you have really, really inspired me and a lot of youth to become billionaires by teaching us and directing us in, putting us in the right line of investment. Do you have anything you can share with us here, just like final words, for people who don't even know you? Some people don't know that when you open your mouth and speak, millions are made. I used to tell people that when this man opens his mouth and speak, money must be made. So, is there anything you can share with us, please?
Well, first of all, thank you for joining today's show and this interview, Manuela. Thank you as well. I could see that everybody is surprised that Manuela has grown so fast, so big. And I think that's the biggest comment. A lot of people are just surprised, because a lot of people are used to know you when you were way younger, and they're just like, "Oh, she's grown." And I will say to a lot of people watching us, you have to understand that there are poor people everywhere in the world. And until you take personal responsibility for your finances, you will remain in poverty. I remember, when I started the first time I traveled to the US, and I think it was in Baltimore, I'm not sure which city. I went to the downtown and I started seeing people homeless. I couldn't believe it that I'm in the US and people are homeless. It was a shocker. The normal thinking is that everybody in America is rich. And it dawned on me that, in fact, the homelessness in America is more terrible because in Africa, we're very communal. I can come to your house and kneel down and beg you and say, bros, help me, help me. Let me just crash for your place. And sometimes people will consider. But in developed world like the UK, like the US, nobody cares, right? No, even a father can call the police to tell his son to leave the house once he's 18 and above, right? With that, my son is grown. Get out of. I remember someone, an Uber man, told me he did that to his son. That his son refused to get a job and was leaving his house. He just called the police one day and say, "He's 18. He's grown. I need him to leave my house." And the police ordered the young son, his father, biological father. The police ordered him to leave. But that's the part of the world. So if you don't take responsibility for your finance and begin to gradually work your way. I mean, see what Emanuela did the other time when she bought a house, I think for her mom, for her parents, and I mean, it went viral. Everybody could see, but that was a wise move. And that was a smart one that you are not too young to begin to invest. My team also told me that even Mark Angel, even though he came to promote our estate for us in Port Harcourt, he decided to be an investor to buy 5 acre. Come on, clap for Mark Angel. But that is the kind of wise decision. You and I see how celebrities in their older years are beginning to call the public to give them money. The question is, when they were doing well, what did they do with their money? Right? When they were doing fine, how did they invest? And so we all must learn to take personal responsibility for our own finances. We all must sit up and begin to build our wealth rather than someone say, send me money. You have to take responsibility, right? Start investments, build your own wealth so that you will be the one sending people money rather than begging other people to send you money. So for me, that is my biggest advice. And if you say, but I don't have money to be an investor, that's not where to start. You don't start, I'd say to people, before you invest in anything, get the knowledge of the investment first, right? When you get the knowledge of the investment, how to raise the capital for the investment will come out. So go on YouTube. There are courses. I have over 1,000 free videos on YouTube. The same way you guys create comedy content, me, I create business ideas and content. I've done over 2,000 videos now. And you can go watch them. They give you ideas. They give you concepts on what to do, how to begin to structure your life from the little money you are making. Begin to save for Emanuela and Mackenzie to have started investing in real estate. It's not as if it's easy because they are stars and they make money from skits. Everybody still has a bill. They could have still waste their entire money and still not prioritize real estate. So let us all take personal responsibility for our finances because at the end of the day, nobody owes you anything, right? Nobody owes you anything. You owe yourself everything. You are the one that will need to take personal responsibility for your life, for your career, for your business. I've shared my story, how when I finished school, I printed 100 CV and I did a cover letter that they should not pay me until after I proved myself for 6 months. Yet, nobody gave me job, right? And the same me from that level began to I started with a bulk SMS company with just 1,000 naira. Today now, we have real estate assets worth over 100 million all over the world. So, but it started so small. I took responsibility. I was born in this same Nigeria, no job, insecurity, challenges, but I walked my way to the top. And every young person watching me, you can walk yourself out of poverty, but you have to begin by taking personal responsibility that it is my job to walk my salvation. It is my job to walk myself out of poverty. It is my job to prioritize investment instead of eating with 5 fingers. I always tell people that your bank account, when it is not designed, you are not permitted to wear designers. Okay? If your bank account is not designed, you cannot be wearing designers. So, first of all, work on having a heavy bank account, right? When you have a heavy bank account, you can now start. And I'm too surprised at all the richest people in the world. They don't wear designers, from Bill Gates to Dangote to name them, right? Because poor people buy what they don't need to impress people that don't care. And they always wonder why they are poor. Poor people buy what they don't need to impress people that don't care. So walk your way out of poverty by prioritizing a well invested life, by prioritizing investment, by prioritizing that you also want to learn the journey of how to build legitimate wealth. And it is possible. Okay, absolutely possible. Somebody says, Oga, you are the Illuminati. That's also what poor people do. Somebody said something, said, a lazy man always call a rich man lucky. Okay? A rich man is lucky, says a lazy man. Because ultimately we find out a way to rationalize that some supernatural forces help people. When in reality, what happened to them can happen to you if you just take personal responsibility. And I want to commend the two of you, Archangel, for what you're doing. In fact, I want to commend you for not giving up on yourself. I want to commend Emanuela for, at such a young age, being so brilliant and so funny. And I need you to know that sometimes the road can still be lonely. As you build your brand, it can still be a bit tougher, but don't give up. Understand that you've come this far, and one thing you owe yourself is not giving up. And you know your dreams, you know your aspiration. Just keep doing it. You've come a long way, and we're all proud of you. And people are proud of you all over the world. All over the world, people look up to you guys and enjoy. You saw the judge that was talking about how you practically heal our daughter, right? So you don't know how much you guys are doing to make people happy, to change people's emotions all over the globe. So good job. Well done to you guys. And thank you for having me. And God bless you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. You've been a blessing to our life this night. Thank you for all the words. We appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Bye bye, everybody. So that's